Good morning, sixes. I just wanted to leave you some notes for today's activity. So if you get into Math 6 and you go to today's assignment, the 5th of May, you'll find surface area and that's intro. It'll look just like this, but there should be a video in here, which is the video that you're currently watching. So good. The assignment is attached. It's right here. I typed up and made your guys' assignment, so it's a little different. It's not like a straight book assignment, but work through what's attached here. The main thing I'm concerned about is definitions. So let's look at this. There is an applet, which I reference inside the activity. You can get that applet here, but also, well, if I just open this, downloads, this is your assignment. So great. The main thing I wanted to check in with are vocab. So new vocab today is surface area, which I would hope is vocab you already know, but if not, that's totally fine. And the next is net, which you may or may not know. So surface area is the area on the surface of an object, or you could think of it as the amount of wrapping paper it would take to cover it. So if you think of whatever your object is, think of it as like a Christmas present that you're going to give away, and think about the wrapping paper you would put to cover the entire thing around the outside. That's the surface area. It's an area because it's like paper, it's two-dimensional, so it returns back area units like meters squared or centimeters squared or things like that. A net is related. You need to be able to picture a net in order to find the surface area. So a net is a two-dimensional diagram of the surface area of a three-dimensional object. So you take that object, picture that wrapping paper, and draw that two-dimensional diagram of that wrapping paper. So I say it here, or a diagram of the wrapping paper that would cover the object when laid flat. So you're drawing the wrapping paper when you would lay it flat. The last thing to note about the wrapping paper idea is that wrapping paper is a really good analogy for this, but you need like extra space on the wrapping paper in order to tape it shut. On the surface area or on the net, you don't need any extra surface at all, exactly what's on there. So use this applet. And let's look at the first one. I'll just go through these first two with you. So for the first two, we're looking at intro to nets and surface area using rectangular prisms. Great. I want you to draw rectangular prisms with sides 3 centimeters, 4 centimeters, 8 centimeters. Maybe you know what that looks like, but what if you don't? Well, I gave you this applet to look at, so I'm going to click that applet. Oh, I forgot I need to open it in a new tab. There's the applet. And you come down and look. Rectangular prism, because I ask you here to draw a rectangular prism. So when I look here, a rectangular prism looks like this. This is the object that you're drawing in number 1. So you can go ahead and draw that in here, like actually try to draw this three-dimensional object. And then in number 2, I say draw a net for the rectangular prism. Well, we're on the rectangular prism here. The net of a rectangular prism is right over here. So you can go ahead and draw that in number 2, and you'll have those first two. Label those sides 3, 4, and 8, and then go on and find all of the different pieces. Good luck with surface area, and if you have troubles, let me know right away, of course. The last thing I want to say with the net is if you can't picture how this is related to this, they have this nice feature. I can push play, and they show how this thing all wraps up to become that rectangular prism. Good. So then when you go on, I'll talk about some of these other prisms later on. Just know that they're available here and use them when you go through this. Best of luck. Submit what you've got at the end of the hour, sixes, and let me know if you have troubles. Bye-bye.